Kid. Hey, kid. How good are you?
G'day guys, welcome back to another collection update video. It's been about 9 months since my last one, and in that 9 months I've just been busy with work, with life, and of course collecting movies. Haven't stopped that, and as I always say, the addiction is real. It certainly is. Thanks Jace for inspiring me to do this video. That was a great update. And I also want to do a bit of a tribute to Bond, so I know you'll appreciate this. Just in the first few minutes I'll do a bit of a Bond tribute. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get started. So my first ever Bond film was, the first one I ever saw was Die Another Day, back in, it would have been about 2003, 2004. That was my first ever Bond film, watching it, and I was just blown away with it as a kid, always watching it. And as I got older, it started to become a bit of a guilty pleasure. I still have lots of love for it. It's very nostalgic to me, and although not the best Bond film, it certainly isn't the worst in my opinion. There's a few more out there that I'm not a big fan of, but this is the Bond 50th anniversary Blu-ray box set. It includes from Dr. No to Skyfall. It's a great box set here. I couldn't ask for anything better. I got this ages ago, and I'm just showing it now just for video purposes. But yeah, my first ever Bond film was Die Another Day. I remember just absolutely being blown away by it, and even today, the opening scene in North Korea where Bond infiltrates a North Korean military base, poses as a diamond dealer, and they sort of figure out who he actually is, and it's just very intense. From the military base onto the hovercrafts, it's just awesome. It's crazy. It sounds awesome on the system here, and it just looks awesome. And then the film sort of goes downhill after that. There's a few little things in there that you go, oh come on, just really over the top, and something that it's just completely over the top. And yeah, but I get just nostalgia over it every time watching it. And after watching Die Another Day, I decided to go back to where it all started. Dr. No, with the late great Sean Connery. Now this film, they sort of haven't got the Bond feeling yet. It's sort of like a thriller mystery, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. And then we get into From Russia with Love. Now this is really where it sort of changes the whole Bond game up a bit. They sort of got their style going, what they want to do with these films, and it sort of plays out like a Hitchcockian thriller. And then you have Goldfinger. So Goldfinger, how could you? It's just great. How do you top that? And they tried to with Thunderball, but it just wasn't quite as good, but still very entertaining. And that's what I'll talk about with Sean Connery. I'd love to do a separate video on the Bond series, but yeah, we'll go back to Die Another Day. So that was a 20th Bond film, and that was Pierce Brosnan's last time as Bond. It's a shame because the film wasn't great. It's a bit of a glare. Wasn't great. They then decided to sort of strip it back to where it once was with Casino Royale, and Daniel Craig has just done an excellent job with the Bond franchise. With playing Bond, he's sort of like a really mean, hard-ass Bond, and I love it. He does a great job with Bond. But yeah, with Casino Royale, stripped it right back to it once was, and it's a top film, and that leads me into Daniel Craig's last time playing Bond with the 4K. I'll show you my 4K pickups, but a bit of a tribute to Bond there. I'd love to do a separate video on it. I could talk hours on it. I'm a fan of Bond, and yeah, I could talk about it for ages. But it leads to my first title here, the first title of the 4Ks. We have No Time to Die. Now this is Daniel Craig's last time of playing Bond, and I've seen this twice now, and it's great. What a way to go out, as Bond. It'd be very interesting to see what they do next with it, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a top Bond film. It's probably my second favourite of Craig's Bond films. Also got the Steelbook here from JB Hi-Fi, and of course got the US edition with the nice little slipcover there. But what a way to go out! Top film here. I want to watch it again. I've seen it twice, one at the cinema and once on streaming, but love to see it on 4K and check it out again. The next one up here, I was very surprised with this one. We have Robert Eggers' The Northman. This one really surprised me. I wasn't going to check this one out. Sort of like, you know, it looked alright. I was going to wait till you know, to a physical release, but a friend of mine said he wanted to go watch it, so we did. And I was yeah, pleasantly surprised with it. Sort of like a Gladiator meets Braveheart story. Yeah, really enjoyed it. You know, great, looked great on the big screen as well. You know, shot great, and Alexander Skarsgård did an awesome job in it as well. Nicole Kidman in it, Ethan Hawke for a bit, William Dafoe. I haven't seen The Witch. I have seen The Lighthouse, which I wasn't too big on, but this is probably his favourite of mine from him, from the director. So, The Northman. Next one up here, another one I was really surprised with is The Batman. Now Robert Pattinson takes on the role as Batman, and it's sort of like a crime drama cop thriller. It wasn't really a Batman film, which is really really surprised me. You know, it was sort of like a crime, like a Seven type film. Seven, you know, crime, mystery, drama, cop thriller. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Batman. A little bit long in my opinion, but other than that, I thought it was a solid and top Batman film. I was going to say Bond film. Solid Batman film here. The Riddler was scary. Catwoman I liked, and I think all the villains shared a great deal of screen time, and I felt like it wasn't really rushed or anything like that. Each villain got their own little you know, story in, and I think there's going to be a few spin-offs of this. So we'll see what Robert Pattinson brings to the character. So yet to watch this one on 4K, but I did see it at the cinema, and yeah, really surprised with it. Yeah, great film. Next one up here, we have a classic, Beverly Hills Cop 2. I own this on Blu-ray, and also own so I own all three on Blu-ray, and also own the first one on 4K. Now this is the second one. Nice little slip there. Yeah, these are fun, always fun. Eddie Murphy, Axel Foley, and I hope they bring out the third one just so we have them all on 4K, even though it's not as good. But yeah, a sequel that probably holds up to the original. First two are really good. The third one, yeah, not so much. But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 2, yeah, real good one. Next one up here, another upgrade from Blu-ray. We have The Untouchables on 4K. Kevin Costner, Sean Connery, De Niro's Al Capone. You also got Andy Garcia in there. Yeah, great film here. Brian De Palma's probably one of my favourite De Palma after Scarface. But yeah, The Untouchables is yeah, it's an awesome film. Probably get rid of the Blu-ray now. Next one up here, I don't think I've shown you this, but this is Halloween Kills, the steelbook here. Also got the regular one, which I forgot to bring down from the Halloween collection. But Halloween Kills, I really enjoyed this one. I know a lot of people didn't. I actually thought it was better than, you know, the first one, the first reboot or whatever. I'm a big Halloween fan, so I'm excited to what Halloween Ends brings to us. Hopefully that ends there. Hopefully it's all in the name and it ends there. I really just want to see, you know, Michael, you know, go. And yeah, it should be good coming in October. So yeah, next one we have is Forrest Gump. I thought I owned this on Blu-ray, but I've only actually had a DVD copy of this, which is very surprising. But yeah, Forrest Gump, just a classic, not much to say about it. Classic film here, one of Tom Hanks' best, Forrest Gump. I don't think I've shown this in the last one. I get confused between what I've shown and whatnot. I've got to keep a record on it. This is The Last Duel. This is Ridley Scott's new film. He actually did 2 films last year. This one and House of Gucci. I haven't seen this one yet. I heard it's good. Heard it's like it's definitely an epic because it's pretty long, 2.5 hours. So excited to check this one out. The Last Duel. Next one up here, wearing the T-shirt. This is In Excess Live Baby Live at Wembley. This was filmed in 1991, I think. Yeah, 1991. Filmed in 35mm, and it's been remastered in 4K. So I'll be very excited to check this one out. I'm a fan of In Excess. It's got the T-shirt here. Great songs on here. I Sent a Message, By My Side, Disappear, Original Sin. Yeah, what a just a great concert. I've seen bits of this concert, but I want to sit down and watch it. Has Dolby Atmos, which is bloody awesome. It's going to sound great on my system in here. And yeah, no, very excited. Looks great as well. Apparently, it's had a great transfer from 35mm. So yeah, In Excess, Live Baby Live at Wembley. And that's it for the 4Ks. I'll now show you a few imprints from JB Hi-Fi. Imprint are just you know, killing it with their releases. I'm trying to balance these. Here we have Last Train from Gun Hill with Kirk Douglas and Anthony Quinn. You have to check this one out. A lot of these I've got to check out, haven't seen yet. Here we have James Coburn in The President's Analysis. I think I may have shown this one, but whatever. Here we have Audrey Rose. The Counterfeit Trader. The Don is Dead. Steve McQueen's last film. I yet to check this one out. I'm a big fan of Steve McQueen, so yeah, sort of getting into his films. So The Hunter. Here we have a Sam Peckinpah film, The Osterman Weekend. Now this includes a theatrical cut and director's cut. I haven't seen this one. It's one of the few Peckinpah films I haven't seen. It's just a shame that all of his films have had, or nearly all, have sort of had a theatrical or director's cut, because you know, I think there was a bit of studio interference with his films. Yeah, The Osterman Weekend. I'd love to see Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid get something like this with the 2 versions, or I think there's 3 versions of that film. I love to see that Peckinpah get, you know, more imprint releases, which is great. I know the other film, I forget what it's called. It will come to me, but the other film has had an imprint. It's back there. Can't remember the name, but yeah, love to see Peckinpah get more imprint titles. Next one up here, we have The Wicker Man. Now I've never seen this. Heard it's great. So you get 3 cuts in this. That's amazing, and an original soundtrack CD. So 3 cuts on this. That's just this quality set right here. I know there was a remake with Nicolas Cage, which I did get in the it's coming up. But The Wicker Man on imprint, great set here. And then we have Cutter's Way. Haven't seen this one, so I need to check out. Across 110th Street with Yaphet Kotto. If I got that wrong, apologies. From Live and Let Die. Here we have Kirk Douglas, The Brotherhood. Looks interesting. And then we have China Gate. And then we have, I say best to last because it really is a great set, and you know, about time. The Warriors here on imprint Blu-ray now. I think everyone's shown this. I know Jace, you did. Includes a theatrical cut and the director's cut. I'll be very excited to see. I've seen the director's cut before on. I've seen the theatrical cut on TV before, and it's slightly better than the director's cut because that's the one. That's the wide known release of it, the director's cut, and the theatrical cuts. Yeah, great. A great set here. Awesome set. You probably have seen it before. Bit of a glare there, but it's a fantastic set. Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to crack this one open. And next up, we get into some 88 film titles. Just some I've got off Zavvi. Jackie Chan in The Killer Meteors. Here we have Violent City with Charles Bronson and Telly Savalas. Jackie Chan again. The studio loves him. Jackie Chan, Half a Loaf of Kung Fu. Here we have Shaolin Mantis. Monkey Kung Fu. Now I do like my martial arts, so these will be films I definitely want to check out. Here we have The Flag of Iron. Legendary Weapons of China. Disciplines of Shaolin. They just kill it with these releases. Finally, Jackie Chan, Armour of God, the first film. I know they did the second film. 88 Films did the second film, but finally we get this. Awesome. Here we got the Riki-Oh, Story of Ricky. Heard it's pretty brutal, so yeah, can't wait to check it out. They all have the 18 rating, most of them, so some awesome martial art, you know, violence. Here we have the Seventh Curse. Now this is a pretty recent one. I think it's a bit of a horror. I'm not too sure, but it looks pretty fun. I mean, just look at that cover. It just looks, you know, just fun. And then we get into some Eureka titles. Excuse me. There we go. So Eureka titles. Here we have Dreadnought, Knockabout. Double feature, Warriors 2 and the Prodigal Son. Here we have Sammo Hung in Skinny Tiger and the Fat Dragon. Here we have another Sammo Hung. I think most of them are The Odd Couple. And that's it from the Eureka titles. Next up we have a few Criterions. I've just gotten over just Marketplace and some local sellers. James Caan, rest in peace. I recently watched this for the first time. That's Thief. Michael Mann, top film here. Yeah, great film, and rest in peace to the legend. The Gambler's another one. He's been in some other great films as well. Of course, Sonny in The Godfather. His well-known role. And here we have The Irishman, Martin Scorsese. I saw this one in cinemas. It's a bloody epic, I tell you. I have to sit down and watch this one again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't my favourite Scorsese, but I really enjoyed it. Could have been, mate, it could have been probably half an hour shorter than it was, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. Another one I really enjoyed, Marriage Story, from 2019, I think, same as The Irishman. Yeah, great film here. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The music as well, the score. I think Randy Newman did the score. Yeah, I think music composed by Randy Newman. So yeah, great score. Here we have Being John Malkovich. Here we have the Royal Tenenbaums. I think I got that right. Here we got Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Now I've never seen this one before, so be one to definitely check out. And that's it for the Criterions. Alright, next up we just have some random Blu-rays. These ones I got from JB Hi-Fi. If you don't own this set and you're in Australia, this is actually on clearance. I got all these for on a 25% off sale they had early in the year. This is a great set here. 6-film Nicolas Cage collection. I don't know any of these, so if, yeah, for I think it was about $30. That's a great deal. You know, that's $5 a movie. So great set here. You got Guarding Test, 8mm adaptation. It Could Happen to You. Peggy Sue Got Married, and The Wicker Man. So I'll be checking out that imprint of The Wicker Man, then checking out the remake in this set here. Yeah, great set. It's on clearance at the moment. I don't know why. But yeah, get this set if you haven't got it. Individual cases, great set. Next up here, Sunburned Screens. They're under the umbrella. They do like a series of Australian films. This is number 19, and it's Two Hands. Now this is Heath Ledger's one of Heath Ledger's first films. Actually, could be his first, so don't quote me on that one. But this is a great crime drama here. A bit of comedy in there. A great Australian crime drama here. Two Hands. You also got Brian Brown in there. I highly recommend this one. This is a top Aussie film here. Probably one of my favourites. If you like, you know, Animal Kingdom or Snowtown, it's a bit lighter than them two, but yeah, great film here. Two Hands, highly recommend it. I think they're all umbrella, these ones, except for one. But here we got Rumblefish and Gardens of Stone. Young Guns 2. The Cannonball Run. Now, I know the second one's out on umbrella as well. I've got to get that one. Here we have Gangs of New York. Great film. I actually watched this for the first time recently. Yeah, really great film here. It's definitely an epic, Scorsese epic. Here we got The Fortune and what's Harry and Walter Go to New York. Humphrey Bogart double feature. Tokyo Joe and Knock on Any Door. Here we got The Last Picture Show. It's a cinema cult. Cinema cult title under the Shock brand. And this one, just a random, just come out on Blu-ray, Red Eye. This is a very underrated Wes Craven thriller here. Really short as well. It's only about 80 minutes, so yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah, really sort of intense, you know, thriller. Wes Craven, rest in peace. He knows how to make a good thriller and horror. And here we just have random Blu-rays I picked up just off Marketplace and all just random stuff. So stuff I don't own, a lot of imports I don't own, so that can't get here. So here we have Young Guns. I've got 1 and 2 now, which is great. Tommy Boy. How to Lose Friends and Alienate People. 13 Going on 30, or also known as Suddenly 30, like a big sort of story, big remake, I guess. Adventures in Babysitting. Here we have Studio 54, Duplicity, Susan Sarandon, Tommy Lee Jones, The Client, Stallone in Cliffhanger, Hereditary. Saw this one when it first came out. Interested to check it out again. Pretty scary film, pretty weird film as well. Taking Lives, 20th Century Woman. This is Casualties of War. Nice little slip on that one as well. The Proposition. I watched this recently for the first time. Really cool Australian Western. And you got Nick Cave who did the screenplay, and he did the soundtrack for this, and it's really eerie, you know, and a crazy film here. Yeah, The Proposition. Yeah, Australian Western. So highly recommend it. Annapolis. I think I got that right. El Dorado. Big Jake. Clint Eastwood, Charlie Sheen in The Rookie. The Skin I Live In. Here we have Dracula. I think it's one of the 80s remake, and I think Donald Pleasence is in this as well. So yeah, Dracula. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. 2-film collection. I know this recently came out on 88 Films, but this is good enough for me. The 2 films here. Here we have yeah, great comedy here. Shallow Hal. Yeah, highly recommend if you haven't seen it. Very, very funny comedy from the Fairley brothers. They knew how to do comedies back in the day. Leviathan. Black Hawk Down. Surprisingly known this one. The Wrestler. And we have The Shape of Water, which I actually watched for the first time, and I still reckon 3 Billboards should have won the Oscar for that year. But nevertheless, great Del Toro film here. And here we have a few more Blu-rays, just random titles. Here we have Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. This is kind of a spoof on you know, Johnny Cash, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, John C. Reilly, and yeah, it's sort of like a spoof film. It looks pretty funny. I haven't seen it, but yeah, definitely right up my alley with the music. So that's that one. Here we have the sequel to Romancing the Stone. It's Jewel of the Nile. I've got Romancing the Stone. My good friend Trini hooked me up with that one, but this is the sequel. Here we have Outbreak. The Bone Collector. My good friend Mr. Scolder recommended me, or I saw this one on his video, so I guess it is a recommendation. It's the Super Trooper boys in the Slamming Salmon. So it looks pretty funny. I am a fan of the 2 Super Troopers films. It looks pretty funny, so and pretty crazy. I actually forgot they did this film, so thanks Scolder. Here we have Leatherheads. Nice sporting film here. Here we have The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I actually haven't seen these two. Heard they're a lot of fun, so yeah, why not check them out. Got it pretty cheap. A few classics here. We have A Farewell to Arms, Gary Cooper. I think it's an old Kino title. I didn't get it off the site, got it off a marketplace, but yeah. Here we have Kelly's Hero and Where Eagles Dare. I've got Where Eagles Dare on Blu-ray, but this is a good double pack. I'll probably get rid of that other one, so great double pack here. Here we have Easter Parade with Judy Garland and Fred Astaire. Here we have the Digibook of Driving Miss Daisy. I actually don't own this at all. Actually, I've never seen it before, so yeah, not available on Blu-ray here. So I got the Digibook, which is a plus. Next up, John Wayne, The Cowboys. Heard it's great. Haven't seen it, so yeah, got to check this one out. Another classic, Gene Galley, Frank Sinatra, Betty Garrett. In On the Town, so it's like a musical. Yeah, fun to check out. Here we have this is an Australian Vietnam War film, Danger Close: The Battle of Long Tan. Now I didn't see it when it first came out, sort of came and went, and I missed it. But yeah, good to own it on Blu-ray and check it out. Here we have Solitary Man, Michael Douglas. The Green Street Hooligans. Another good one, The Football Factory, if you like the hooligan films, soccer hooligans. Here we have Kurt Russell in Miracle, sport movie. Philomena. Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman in While You Were Sleeping. And last but not least, Sicario sequel, so Sicario 2. And that's it for all the random Blu-ray titles. We now go on to a few packages from my good friends on here. Now my good friend Jace was purchasing these on Amazon. I said, hey, you wouldn't mind getting me a few, just I don't want to miss out on the slips. And that is for a few dollars, a fistful of dollars and a few dollars more. The Kino Lorber 4Ks here. This is the best they're going to probably ever look. I still yet to get the good, the bad and the ugly 4K, but these I've heard reviews and they look amazing, so I can't wait to check them out for myself, especially on the big screen here on the 4K TV and the sounds. But yeah, thanks Jace for hooking me up with these. Really do appreciate it, mate. Cheers. Now my good friend Trini did help me out with these, helping him out with his collection, some of the stuff he doesn't want anymore, and stuff that I don't own and can't get here locally. So I really do appreciate Trini for these. Yeah, much appreciated as always. And thanks a lot, dude. Really do appreciate it. We'll get through them. Got a whole heap here. Mark Wahlberg, Joaquin Phoenix, James Caan in The Yards. Haven't seen this one. It looks like a crime thriller. Always like that. And I think they're in a film together called We Own the Night, which I've got. Haven't seen yet. So yeah, The Yards. Here we have The Boondock Saints. As Above Is So Below. Moonlight. Sean Penn, The Gunman. The Danish Girl. Ong Bak, the trilogy. Always love my martial arts, so that's awesome. Nice little trilogy there. Everyone in their individual cases. This is one I watched with Trini and Jace, so at the Big Gun Down. Yeah, awesome film here. Yeah, wanted it on Blu-ray. So Lee Van Cleef, yeah, can't beat it. So the Big Gun Down, awesome film here. Here we have Glory. Jeepers Creepers 2. I like the first one, second one not so much, but we want to rewatch. Haven't seen them since I was a kid. Here we have Brewster's Millions. Glengarry Glen Ross, an upgrade from DVD. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. John Carpenter, The Ward. Here we have The Code and the Contract, double feature. The Outsiders. Francis Ford Coppola. Stallone in Over the Top. Gerard Butler in Chasing Mavericks. Some more. Here we have House of Wax. Trying to carry these. Paul Bart Mall Cop. Here we have Zombie. The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. I saw this when it first came out. Funny. The Adjustment Bureau. Manchester by the Sea. Trainspotting 2. Mark Wahlberg, Russell Crowe, Broken City. Here we have Funny People with the nice slip. I've got this, but yeah, couldn't pass up the nice slip cover. Christine. Gold. Hidden Figures. Ed TV. Land of the Dead, one to own to my zombie collection. Without a Paddle. Frequency. Kurt Russell in Dark Blue. The Dream Team. The Great Outdoors. Jumanji. I surprisingly didn't own this one. So Jumanji. Hail Caesar. Trick or Treat. Now I haven't seen this one. I want to check this one out this October. Looks pretty fun. Juice. And here we have the first one, Romancing the Stone. So now I've got both of them, which is great. The Brothers Grimm. August, Osage County. Serenity. The Iron Giant. Problem Child. This is a classic. Got to get the second one. I think the third one's on Blu-ray as well, but yeah. Basketball. Dirty Harry the Digibook. This is an awesome Digibook for an awesome film. One to add to the Digibook collection. Next up we have an Eureka that I missed out on that one of the US sites had. So yeah, Revolver, Italian crime drama here. Here we have an Arrow Video, Enter the Void. I missed out on this one as well. So this is the Irreversible director. Yeah, one to check out. Looks pretty crazy. And here we have Charles Bronson in The Mechanic. Now, I forget who released this, but yeah, Charles Bronson, The Mechanic. He's awesome. I think I got just about most of his films on Blu-ray. So that's everything that Trini sent me. I do appreciate it. Once again, Trini, yeah, I can't thank you enough. One to definitely to crack into, and a lot to watch there. So thank you very much, Trini. I really do appreciate it. Here we got a few things from John Steele, an old friend of mine here on YouTube. Again, helping him out with his collection. So here we have Weird Science. The Midnight Meat Train looks pretty crazy, so I picked that one out. Here we have Poltergeist 2 and 3. I got the first one, so good to own 2 and 3. Here we have Bill Murray in Meatballs. Office Space. Johnny Knoxville in The Ringer, looks pretty funny. Righteous Kill, De Niro and Al Pacino, one they made in the late 2000s. Damian Wayans in Major Pain. Dead Snow. Nicolas Cage in Mandy. I want to give this one a rewatch because my first time I thought it was okay, but I want to give it a rewatch. So I've been into a Nicolas Cage films lately. So yeah, Mandy. John Cusack in Say Anything, fun comedy, fun 80s comedy. The Last Dragon, Leroy Green. The Craft. The Grandmaster. Once Upon a Time in America. Now this includes a theatrical and director's cut. I had the theatrical on Blu-ray, so the director's cut's meant to be longer, much longer. So got both of them now, which is awesome. Here we have Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Ones I didn't own, I thought I had on Blu-ray but didn't. Here we have The Last House on the Left, Wes Craven's original. And then we have the remake. Then we have Van Damme in Kickboxer. Here we have Mimic, the 3-film collection. Stand By Me. I thought I had this one on Blu-ray, but I didn't. But yeah, classic. Shakes the Clown. Space Jam. Panic in the Streets. The Machinist. Now I've never seen this one. I heard Christian Bale's great in it, so I've never seen it. One to check out. And that's everything from John, so I really do appreciate that, John. And I'm glad I helped you out, so yeah, much appreciated, John. Thanks, mate. Now here's some titles helping out another friend with his collection, and also got a few stuff of Kino and yeah, other things. So here we have Annabelle, the 3-film collection. First one was alright, and I haven't seen the second one or third one, so yeah, one to check out. King Kong vs Godzilla. The Rush Hour trilogy. Yeah, these are fun films, especially the first two, so yeah, glad to own them on Blu-ray finally. Here we have Thunderbirds. This is an all-time favourite classic of mine, TV show from the 60s. Used to watch it when I was a kid and always loved all these episodes. So that's Thunderbirds. Here we have Clerks. Now I own this one on Blu-ray, but I couldn't pass up this nice slipcover, so beautiful. Memories of an Invisible Man. One Criterion. We have a Stagecoach, John Ford. Lords of Chaos. Saw this one when it came out. Pretty brutal film, and yeah, interesting film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Lords of Chaos. And here we have a few Kino Lorber titles I got from the sale. Anthony Quinn double feature, The Ride Back and The Man from Del Rio. We have A Fistful of Dynamite. I really want to check this one out. It looks fun. Awesome. James Coburn and Rod Steiger. So it looks very fun. John Wayne in Dakota. And here we have a few Charles Bronson films. So Murphy's Law. Chato's Land. Mr. Majestic. And Breakout. And here we have Stranger on the Run. Henry Fonda. And here we have Jean-Claude Van Damme, last but not least, in Hard Target, John Woo film. Now, I haven't seen this one before, so it'll be one to check out. It's a 4K, so that's awesome. And he also threw in this, which I really do appreciate. It is the Goodfellas t-shirt, my favourite of all time. The scene, No You Ain't Alright Spider, so that's just great here. Love the t-shirt and really do appreciate you throwing that in. That's a awesome t-shirt. But that's everything in this collection update. I hope everyone enjoyed. Lot to check out. Lot of watching to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go subscribe to Jace. I'll leave his link down below, and Trini's Instagram. I'll leave all the links down below. Really do appreciate it, guys. Hope everyone is well, and you guys take care. And until next time, all the best.